Hey everyone, welcome back to Crystal Clear with Robin Deere. I'm Robin Deere, and I'm so glad you came back. The last time we got a quick hit on all of the chakras, and now, as promised, we'll start talking about the rest of your lovely little spinners and learn to start working with them a bit and getting them balanced. Now you might find that the best way to work with yours is different than everyone else. You might find you enjoy working with them while you're doing your yoga poses, or you might tune into them while you meditate, keeping in mind that for some people, like doing the dishes or gardening or woodworking is meditation. Maybe you're more comfortable with a prayer-like approach while you communicate with your God. Whatever works for you is right. I'm going to talk about what the chakras are associated with physically and psychologically, how to recognize an imbalance, and to get you started on healing it. Although honestly, recognizing that there's an imbalance is the first step in healing it. So let's get to it. Today we talk about the first chakra. In Sanskrit, this chakra is called Muladhara, which means root. It's often called the earth chakra, and it's about providing a foundation, your foundation. Just like a tree, you cannot survive and stand tall without your roots. Your root chakra is your personal beginning. It teaches us about security, safety, and survival. It's associated with the earth element because it represents the actual physical connection to earth and our physical incarnation in our bodies. It's typically red, but as I stated in the last episode, if it's different for you, do you. It's located at the very end of your spine in your genital area. You sit on it. There are sounds associated with each chakra that you can make as a mantra. You just repeat them over and over, and it can help you tune into them and tune them up. They're often called seed sounds. The sound associated with this chakra is the seed sound lum, and you say it like this. Lum. Lum. That's fun for me. The first chakra is all about your physical body and your ideas about your body and your health. The first chakra forms when we're still in the womb, about to be born, and during our first year of life, maybe a little beyond. So this is when we're learning to orient ourselves in our physical body, right? To operate that body, how to move. We're learning to stay warm, learning to digest food, and to move that food out of the body. This is also when we form those initial impressions of how we relate to the physical world. Now, once a body stands on its own 2 feet, literally once you get on your feet, the majority of the development of the first chakra is mostly complete. Physically, your first chakra is related to your, the lower part of your body, your feet, your legs, your hips, your bones, your structure, your large intestine and your pooper, and your skin. Your skin is the largest organ of your body. Now, chakra numero uno identifies with your family. So support during these early months of your lives is very important. If we're given food, if we're provided warmth and love, if we're given toys to work with and to learn from, we begin to form a sense of confidence that we can indeed survive this life. This is the most important time in a way to form a healthy, balanced first chakra. So if we feel we are nurtured well during this formative time, we have a sense of a right to be here, a sense of having what we need to be here. Now, some people really struggle with this feeling of a right to be here, a sense of belonging in the world, and they tend to apologize a lot. It's directly related to our family or our tribe, whether they be our direct family, our extended family, our neighborhood, our community, our ethnic groups, right? our pets, or that tight-knit group of friends that you've known since elementary school, right? I love those people. They're my history. They're my foundation. Now, your feelings about your place in that tribe are reflected in that root chakra. Now, it can also include feelings of like patriotism and loyalty. You know that feeling you get when someone insults your country? Or the feeling of anger that says nobody better say anything bad against my mother, my brother, my sister, or my cat. Like, don't be talking bad about my cat. She's a princess. Now, the instinctual anger comes from the first chakra. Birth trauma or lack of good bonding with a parent figure or a tribe in the early months of your life can make serious damage to your first chakra. If you felt like you weren't protected or you felt as if you were mistreated as a child, you probably have first chakra issues. Now, your first chakra also deals with healthy boundaries. So those boundaries reset how close we get to people or don't get to people. There are some people who don't have any boundaries, that are too open to other people and often at their own expense, right? And then there are other people on the other side of that spectrum that are so closed off they can't develop genuine close relationships. Another of this chakra's major tasks is to keep you grounded to the earth, to keep you in tune with those primal forces of Mother Nature. And that's something we're going to work on later today. Well, let's talk about some blockages. So blockages in the root chakra. Okay, this come from childhood trauma or abuse. Okay, feelings of neglect or lacking a strong bond with that parental or tribal figure early in life can cause this chakra to just get real tight, to close up in defense. Now, many times this is just a perception of your needs being unmet. Other times, sadly enough, this is actual neglect or abuse. If you've experienced this, my heart goes out to you in hopes that it helps you heal. You may be able to spot people with a blocked first chakra on the street. They're the ones with the eyes that dart all over the place, and they're uneven in their movements. They're just not moving very smoothly. Okay, they appear detached from those around them. There's so much in their head that they may be the person walking across the street completely oblivious to the honking car that's racing towards them. Physical issues related to a blocked first chakra is, constantly getting sick. If you're having a really hard time sleeping, you have insomnia. You're always looking for those fad diets. You're just endlessly dieting. So there's usually an eating disorder, and there's disorders of the large intestines, including constipation. And the lower part of your body, your feet, your legs, your hips, often experience pain. So any disorder of bones and the skin tissues are issues related to a blocked first chakra. Psychological issues related to a blocked first chakra include fear that doesn't have an apparent source, deep insecurity, anxiety, or an inability to focus. People that are really disorganized or have lack of self-discipline usually have a blocked first chakra. They also are those that have very little boundaries, little or no self-defense mechanisms. They often have financial problems and separation or disassociation from the body. Now, you can do little things in your life to begin healing a blocked first chakra, including eating. So even though there's eating disorders, we start talking about a balanced, healthy diet. One that includes plenty of protein, lots of meat, okay, and root vegetables like potatoes, carrots, onions, and radishes. Strawberries and cherries and berries also support a healthy first chakra. So getting more sleep, not too much sleep. You don't want to be oversleeping, but a healthy amount of sleep. Getting a massage, taking a nice long hot bath. My favorite is being outdoors in nature, especially barefoot, just connecting with the earth. Maybe you can collect some of the pieces of nature and bring them inside. Enjoy them later. Exercising is really good for the root chakra, a blocked chakra. So, like lifting weights or walking, dancing, anything that forces you to focus on working your body parts. A simple thing you can do while you're in your office is to consciously keep both feet on the floor, imagining roots reaching to the ground from your feet. Okay? When you wake up or before you go to sleep, tell yourself that I am safe, I am strong, and I am happy to be alive. Let's talk about the other side of the chakra, an overloaded first chakra. So, an overloaded first chakra can be caused by too much routine, too little flexibility, too little change, really strict boundaries, a life void of spontaneity, right? So people that live this type of life, they started this pattern often in childhood. So maybe your upbringing was so rigid and just so full of so many rules that you weren't sure how to live any other way. Or maybe it's the complete opposite, right? This is kind of weird, but it happens this way. You had so few rules growing up that you overreacted by imposing extremely rigid boundaries for yourself. And you're afraid to relax because it just doesn't feel safe. Physical issues associated with an overloaded first chakra include obesity, overeating, addictions, especially to food, sleeping too much, right? So just being fatigued, having low energy, and the inability to move gracefully. I like a bull in a china shop, but to move smoothly. Psychological issues related to an overloaded first chakra include greed and materialism, obsession with money, the inability to be generous, right? You just want to hoard everything. Workaholics generally have an overloaded first chakra, obsession with routine and security, fear of change, over strict boundaries, or refusal to be open to others. These are your overloaded first chakra people. Now, when you wake in the morning or often before you go to bed, tell yourself again, you are safe, you are strong, and you are willing to open your life to others. Healing an overloaded first chakra, again, includes exercise. Exercise that increases your heart rate, such as walking fast or running, intense dancing, jumping up and down, and paying attention to the feel of your feet when they hit the ground. So let's get more flexible, right? So stretching exercises are great for an overloaded first chakra. Maybe try some yoga, whatever helps you increase your range of motion in your muscles and in your joints. Eating lighter foods like leafy greens and red fruits. Well, any fruits, but red ones especially. Massage is wonderful for an overloaded first chakra. Well, you know what? I'm always going to recommend massage. Just treat yourself, go get one. It's just good for you. So that's what it looks like to have a blocked first chakra or an overloaded first chakra. And there are some of the simple things that you can do day to day to help starting to work with these issues. Now, some crystals you might want to use to work with your root chakra is azurite, maybe some bloodstone. That's a really good one. I use a lot of jasper, the red jaspers, or like a mahogany jasper, obsidian, black tourmaline, carnelian, and smoky quartz. So these are readily found. You can carry them with you while you're going through this journey of working with your first chakra. You can also lay it in the area of your first chakra, just while you're laying on your back, just lay it right there in your groin area. And if you happen to have one, get it out. Now get yourself ready. We're going to do a meditation that will also help you with your first chakra issues. I would recommend that you do this before you get to bed or while you're in your bed. Okay, it's going to help you tune into your chakra. So get yourself in a comfortable place. Turn your phone off and to begin to quiet yourself. And think dirt. That's right, dirt. We're going to get in the earth. So let's start with saying, I am safe. Repeat after me. I am safe. I have all that I need to survive. It may not be everything I want, but it is everything that I need. I am happy to be alive. Now, take a big breath, big belly breath. Let your belly expand with that breath. And as you let it out, gently close your eyes. Feel yourself begin to relax. With each exhale, release the tension in your body. Let it go. Right now, it's all about you. Breathe in. As you breathe out, let the muscles in your neck, your shoulders, and your arms just soften. Let your shoulders drop away from your ears. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let those knots in your lower back just unravel. Wherever you feel tension there, just let it release. And breathe. Feel your hips and your legs as they too release their tightness. You're beginning to feel heavier, oh so relaxed. Let the thoughts coming to your mind just float away. Bring your focus back to your body and breathe. Know that you are safe at all times and can simply open your eyes to bring yourself back to your space. Bring your attention to the lower part of your body, to the area between your sex organs and your anus. This is where your first chakra lives. Picture a clockwise spinning disc, maybe the size of a CD. Everyone is different. Yours might be smaller or larger. What color is it? Is it red? Is it a bright red like a cherry? Or more of a deeper red like a barn? See it as though a light glows within it. Feel the slight vibration of its spin. Now, let it begin to grow. With every rotation, let this red light expand. Allow the light of your first chakra to glow beyond your groin. See it expanding down, down, down your legs, past your thighs, now over your knees, it encompasses your calves, your ankles, and still it travels down over your feet. Let the light spill over the tops of your toes. Picture it flowing down the bottoms of your feet to the floor like a slow moving waterfall. It begins to puddle there on the floor just for a moment, and then starts to seep through that floor, through the foundation, and into the ground beneath the structure you're in. Allow the red from your chakra begin to soak into the ground. Your very foundation is connecting with the earth. Give your essence permission to become one with Mother Earth. Feel the coolness of the dirt. Smell the deep muskiness of the soil. Experience this connection as it travels deeper and deeper within our planet. This is the place where you belong. Your world welcomes you, protects you, and keeps you safe. Feel its gentle embrace. You are home. You can come here anytime you feel the need. When you're ready, only when you're ready, slowly begin to draw your red chakra light back to you. As you do, notice how the soil filters your chakra light, leaving all of your impurities behind. Draw it up, 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 through the ground, back through the foundation, through the floor, up over your toes, your ankles. Feel it flow back up over your calves. So cool, clean, comfortable as it goes over your knees, travels up your thighs, and securely anchors right at the base of your spine, slowly and clearly spinning clockwise. Now you can either open your eyes and come back to your space, or get a nice night's sleep. I'm so glad we could be together and that we could be crystal clear just for this moment. See you next time.